And yes, I did get a little bit of sneaky yumminess coming into the Eagle here early in the morning. Let's have a look at the schedule for today. The eliminator right before your eyes, Zagreb, Sokol and Oliver split. Qualify 1, the big one coming up after this. Rijeka Markos taking on the Zagreb Assassins. That comes straight after this one. And then Qualify 2 will be the winner of the winner of the eliminator and the loser of Qualify 1. Because the winner of Qualify 1 straight into this afternoon's final, starting at 5 o'clock standard time, which is our local time here. So that's the schedule for today. 4 big finals coming your way. And also don't forget, there's also some ECI action going on in Norway. We'll talk about that a bit later as well, with our good mate Corey Ruckers taking care of commentary duties there. So it could be a bit of a split screen situation for some of our viewers.
The Zagreb Sokol, the runs are just drying up here. They're swinging and missing. It's a good time for Oliver Tilley to come on. And Tilley will certainly be playing around with his variations. It's going to be a wide ball as he goes down the leg side here. But yeah, Rashid 23 of 9. But my concern is Izaz Ali 26 of 22. He's still got the likes of Saqib Hossein to come into the side. So he's got to get going here. He's not on strike at the moment, but he's played out a lot of dot balls. What a good over that was from Sidhu. Just the 5 runs that came off it. Gets a swivel on this one, but it should only be just a single, and it will be.
Yeah, nicely played there. They need to pick up then after the drinks break. Often we do see a wicket falling after the drinks break, so far just keep it nice and tight. Tilley, needs to step up here. I think he's bowled really well in the last couple of days. He's taken bundles of wickets. Yeah. It's been really, really good what he's done, but he needs to turn it on with the bat as well. You mentioned this before, Rico, about the top order needing assistance. Tilley's one of them to stand up today.
And just over that fielder who's inside that circle there. So Izaz, he will move to 30, but he's getting a fair bit of suerte here. Montón de suerte. 4 carreras. That's going to get away for 4 runs. तो आज अपना इंडिपेंडेंस दिन है तो जिन्हें टीम आ रही है ना उन्हीं मैं कह दूंगा परोठे लेके आओ लड्डू लेके आओ बर्फी लेके आओ जलेबियां भी लेके आओ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਾਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ ਕ੍ਰੋਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ Tilley again. That's hit firmly. And it's all right, Karina. Unlike the scorers, we will look after you. Oh, I tell you what, Karina is now in front of us trying to... We've got a few issues with our monitors and things. And Karina is sorting that out for everybody. But I tell you what, she didn't get too much assistance when that Grizzly missed her by... I'm telling you what, it was an inch or 2. That was all. So both of our 2 circles crew here, Maggie and Karina, have only just been missed by the Grizzly at this event. And that was a close one. And thing is, I don't know about you, but I didn't even see Karina at first because she was wearing a white top. She was camouflaged in that tent, and I just saw the cap, and I thought, hang on a minute, there's somebody over there. And Karina was dangerously heading towards the ball. Of course, she had no idea where it was. Well bowled, Yorker length delivery. Just going to be a dot.
Yeah, we've got Karina down here just looking after one of the bit of equipment here, just at the comms area. It's a good delivery, that one. And so, yeah, every time there's a crack of a shot on the bat, we have to sort of assure Karina that it's okay, it's not coming towards you. Believe me, if it does, we'll Rico and I will take care of you. Don't you worry about that. Tilley in again.
Well, watch the bounce on this, and I told you watch the bounce.
You told him. You did what you could,
Rico. I told
Rico.
him, and it still found its way through Angus. Angus will probably feel he'd done everything right here. The ball, when this was hit, the first bounce it got here, I thought it's going to be one of those. And yep. Angus goes down, but you can see that little bit of a gap. If you leave a gap, the Grizzly will find its way through. 3 boundaries in that over. That's a much better one from Zagreb Sokol. They've 16 come from it, and they are 79 for 1 after 6.
As they say on the London Underground, mind the gap. And he didn't mind it, and it went straight through. That was, just took maybe just sort of like thinking already about the throw back in, and didn't quite get the ball in the hands to start with there. Have a look at the scorecard there. A good 24 off 10 there for Rashid. Izaz, though, 40 from 26, leading by example. He's kicking on here, and they've got a great springboard here, the 2 of them. At 79 for 1 with 4 overs to go, expect 120s, high 120s, I reckon.
Yes. Now, Sidhu comes back, but he's got Rashid on strike now. And Rashid is a different player altogether. And I just thought that they go with Sidhu, bowled a brilliant first over, only went for 4 to his bowling figures, but 5 off the over. But he was dotting up ECS. But it's Rashid is the one who can be the danger one here. I think his strike rate's better. He's been waiting patiently, and he gets that ball short just where he wants it, and he doesn't make the same mistake there as ECS. So this over could be big. This is the over that if they can get to 100 in this over, and then they've got 3 overs to try and get to that 140, 150, probably a wide as Sidhu adjusts but over adjusts.
Yeah, you're right, Rico. I think that's the perfect template you've just described there. They get to 100 here, and they've got 3 overs to absolutely power their way into a score.
They will get the single. They might even come. No, they won't come for 2, unfortunately. They thought about it, but the ball was within grasp of Sidhu. Here's the shot. Nicely played. Good bit of fielding. There's a bit of, in fact, there's no run at all. He sends him back.
Yep, nothing. Dot ball.
Sends him back.
Good fielding. Very good fielding there.
So Rashid has to play out a dot. He's got 7 off the over so far. Oh, that one doesn't come up at all. Doesn't come up at all. And Rashid, if he was out today, he would have considered himself extremely unlucky. Just take a look at this delivery. See how high or not it doesn't get off the surface.
Yeah, they can. They're very upsetting if you get out to one of those, and we've seen a few batters get out to a couple of deliveries like that. It does sting. It's a genuine sting that you feel as a batter. As a bowler, you think, oh well, no, probably wasn't all me. It was more the pitch, and especially with this pitch, what we've talked about at length for the last week about how much of a character it is.
Oh, he's missed out on this one. Missed out on it now. Well, if they hit, it could be out. They don't hit. Now they might even come again. They should think about it, and they will. They'll get 2 probably leg byes here, I expect to be signalled perhaps by umpire. Yeah, leg byes, but it's one on the leg side, and it's something that been missed out again there by the batters. Not being able to pick those up all the time as Rashid, but they will run hard. And, they'll get a couple there. That's ECS once again. Yeah, ECS is missing out on these leg stump shots. Rashid, he got one first ball, and he put it for 6. Can they get a boundary here? They're after another boundary in the over. And he goes right away across his stumps this time and still misses out on it. So ECS struggling. He's hitting the balls down the ground well, but he's missing out on anything that's kind of about leg stump. Here's another example. So now he tries to give himself a little bit of room, but still he's not able to catch onto it or latch onto it.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the timing for that shot, does he? But his timing through the covers and down the ground is very good. But square, especially back on that 45 leg side, just can't connect.
Well, he connects with this one, and that is a flat 6. He has hit this flat and hard. It's almost a straight pull shot, and it will go all the way. Manos arriba from the árbitro, porque eso es 6 carreras.
Yeah, these shots he's playing in front of the wicket are very, very good, very powerful. It's when he tries to manufacture something behind the wicket, it's just, he's not got the timing, and it's just maybe it's not part of his game. He sees players getting runs like that, but it's not part of his game. Let's have a look and see what's going on there in Norway. We just mentioned it before, and that is going to be starting, probably already just started the first match, Norway, and taking on Hungary there in the first match of the ECIs internationals there for the men, the T10 internationals. And the second match will be Norway taking on Sweden. The lunchtime match is Sweden and Hungary. Hungary then take on Norway in the afternoon, and Norway, who will play their 4th game today, take on Sweden in the last match. So it's quite a fair bit going on there. Norway, the hosts, with 4 games today. They've got a busy day up there in Norway.
That's going to be a very good series. I mean, Norway, Sweden, and Hungary. 2 teams that we've seen a lot of on the network. Norway, first time we've seen them at home. That's happening in Oslo, of course. And good teams going head-to-head. Norway probably have that home advantage.
Yeah.
Sweden play some really good cricket. And Hungary, they're a team that on their day are capable of beating anybody. So that'll be a really good international series. 2 days of ECIs, and then they'll play some T20s as well. It's firmly hit. Doesn't really get the ball that he wants there. I think he was hoping that might drop that in a little bit shorter. He doesn't.
So nicely poised this game. We just started the 8th. Remember, Zagreb Sokol won the toss, elected to bat first. They've only lost 1 wicket, so you do expect fireworks in these last 3 overs.
Miscue, will this one go to hand? It will go to hand. Well done to Manav Nayak, who picked up the all-important wicket there off Rashid Hashmi. Hashmi just felt that he had to go after this one. Tries to use his feet. You can see he uses his feet, but Manav cleverly getting that ball to move away, and the extra bounce he gets there means it's another catching opportunity for the fielder. Rashid goes for 31.
Yeah, like I said, just before that ball was bowled, expect to see some fireworks here. And that fireworks is all about just going for it, just trying to lace every single delivery to and over the boundary. And so Rashid does that. They just looked a little bit out of sorts, he did in this innings. Didn't really get a massive opportunity. ECS has pretty much farmed most of the strike. I mean, he's faced 30 deliveries. And in a T10, that's half, even though we haven't even finished the allotment of deliveries yet. So he has faced the bulk of the balls that have been bowled. He's got 47 on the board. But now it's up to Sakib Hossain to come in. He played a terrific game yesterday in the game they went down in. But he put together a very good score when the top order failed.
Well, he could be going first ball here, and he will. Islam takes the wicket. Oh, takes the catch again. That's his 3rd. And Manav Nayak strikes again, the man who took 4 for 5 yesterday. Well, Hossain didn't want to have a look. He wanted to go after him straight away. And he's been caught. Now this is troubling times, you would say, for Zagreb, because we know that once they lose 2 or 3 of their top order batters, runs do slow up. They've got Aman Chaubey, who's coming in here now. Chaubey did hit a few runs yesterday. But now, great little fight back there.
And I think this is the 3rd time in about 24 hours that he's on a hat-trick, Rico. Can you believe that? Maybe this time.
Let's see if it is this time. It's a slightly slower, shorter delivery. And I think he was probably thinking that the batter thinks it's going to be the same ball again. Doesn't want to bowl it again, bowls it slower. But Chaubey plays it out, takes a single. ECS Ali now knows he's got to bat all the way through. He's got to try and bat all the way through and get them that 130 score. Expected score around about 129. Goes for it. There is a fielder out there, and it's going to be snapped up. It is another wicket from Manav. And ECS Ali finally does get hold of one on the leg side, but plays it straight into the hands of the fielder. What an over that is from the young sensation, Manav Nayak. He's taken 3 wickets in the over and conceded only 3 runs. And just like that, Zagreb Sokol, who we were talking about getting to a score of 100 in the previous over, haven't got there yet. They are 98 for now, 98 for 4.
That is absolutely incredible. Yeah, you start the over on 95 for 1, and we say, right, launching platform, Rico, launching platform, 3 big overs coming your way. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. 3 wickets in that over and only 3 runs. That's quite a statement. And once again, so Oliver Split, they find a way of counter-punching an opposition team just when you think the final body blow is going to come, and they just always find a way. And this time, that's Manav Nayak, who picks up 3 in that over and just brings everything back down to almost down to parity now. This is that was a really, really terrific over to bolt like that. We're going to start the 9th out. It's going to be Al Mamoun coming back. He was expensive in the first, went for 19. So rolling the dice here, see what he can do here. He needs a far better over than what he bowled earlier.
He does. Chaubey has a swing and he misses. He's just starting to feel here that Zagreb Sokol, they're falling into, I think, that trap of trying to hit every ball to the boundary now, feeling that they're getting to the end of their innings, but are not moving that scoreboard at all. They'd be better off at least getting bat on ball and taking singles. This is up in the air, fielder coming across. It'd be a great catch if he can take it. He doesn't. And the batters will come back for a couple. That was Angus getting behind it. Never really looked 100% confident in taking that catch there, Phil.
He did not. Always moving, looking down at the rope as well, looking up in the sky, looking down at the rope and moving. And yeah, just never felt he was going to be really steady enough to catch it. It would have been an amazing catch. Well, I think this is going to go over his head now. Oh no, it's a dead ball signalled.
Why is this a dead ball? Now, why is that? Why is that a dead ball?
I'm not sure.
Why is this dead? Now, if it's something that the fielders have done, it shouldn't be called a dead ball. The batter should not be penalised for this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the dead ball was for. I was watching the batter. The batter was looking up. He was ready. Look at this. Chalbay's looking up. He's good.
Can't call that a dead ball. You're going to have to retract that and give them a 6 because the batter should not be penalised for that. If there is a fielder or somebody moving or shouting something and the ball's been bowled and hit for 6, you cannot penalise the batting side. This is going to really test the third umpire. Mia is there with, of course, Charles Croucher. But I think they're going to probably turn around and say, not the batter's fault. It's going to have to be given a 6. Let's see what the umpire does here. I think he's sticking with the dead ball call. I can't believe that. And then is a dot ball. That's a big moment. That's a big moment in this match.
Yeah, that is big indeed. That's what the call is from the umpire.
Oh, I can't believe that call.
Oh boy, I tell you what, the batter can't believe it. The Chalbay's a bit filthy about that because he has hit a beautiful 6. He was ready. He was absolutely ready for that. No problem at all.
Well, going for this one, and it's another one of those great efforts from Manav Nayak. This is how he hurt himself yesterday.
Yep.
And he's trying to do the same thing again. And he does get a fair bit of hand onto this. I want, does he bounce back in then back out, or does he not manage to get it into the field of play? Let's have a look here. So he's going back here. He's that 6 runs
he's
there.
outside the line there. You can see clearly. Yep. So always going to be Maximo. Fair effort though from the youngster.
This time it's missed by Chalbai. Well, he manages to hit 1-6, but he'll be very disappointed and very annoyed that there was another in there that he doesn't get. It's going to be an interesting talking point for me. Oh, that one's a no ball, which Chalbai just not able to get anything on. That's a miss. That's another missed opportunity. This over will be remembered for a lot of things. One is the 6 that was never given. Dead ball called. It'd be interesting to know why it was called. And then that one slips out, and if Chalbai could get anything on that, that one could have been another boundary plus a ball to come. Free hit. Can he get it away? 107 on the board. And 130 now looks beyond him. Goes for it. It's high. Manav getting underneath it. And, well, what happens here? I don't think he wants to get in the way of Anthony Resmalic, but I think Resmalic there is probably a little bit away from the rope, and it goes over him. But how far over him?
Yeah, this is interesting because he pulled out at the last minute here, didn't he? It's just, he's a step in from the rope, so it was always going across the top, but yeah, he just pulled out of any kind of attempt there. It was never going to happen. 9 overs gone, 113 for 4 on the board. That 3 for 18 from Manav Nayak was terrific. That second over of his was amazing. 8th over, 3 ones, 3 wickets, well done. But that over goes for 15. So Muhammad Al Mamun, he goes for 34 of his 2, quite expensive. Tilly comes on to bowl the last. Hasn't got a wicket yet, but he will be really hoping he can get some sort of breakthrough here.
Yes, bowling here to Jalal Mia, who's wearing the team white helmet. And I think Tilly will be looking to fire in a lot of those slower deliveries, because otherwise they'll take the pace and whacking them away. And that's what they've done. That takes them to the 119, still 5 balls to go. Yeah, I just think the slower bowling, and he got a very good slow ball, has Tilly. That's probably what he's got to go to try and use here more than the pace on.
Yeah, I agree. He does disguise the slow ball well. We'll see when it comes out.
Well, there it is. That is the slower one, but he gets plenty of that as well. It's going to be another 6. So Zagreb Sokol, maybe they're going to have a big lunge here at the end after there was an over from Manav, over number 8, that only went for 3. And don't forget, before that, over number 5 from Sidhu only went for 5. So they've only managed to get 8 runs from 2 overs, but they're getting a fair few from the other 8. And this could be another biggie. 2 balls, 2 sixes.
Yeah, nice little cameo here. Ooh.
Our running will be a run out here. And, well, the thing is here, I don't know if that's the right thing to do for Chalbai. Chalbai's got 15 of 8. Jalal Mia is banging 6s. I don't think you want to risk taking this one on. In the end, it's going to be a simple wicket. And I don't even think that if Mia went there, he was never going to make it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that from Chowbei. I mean, okay, was that maybe just a little personal thing for him to get on stroke, possibly just because Mia missed that one shot? I don't think so. He's just hit 2 massive sixes.
Yeah.
You don't try and get him off strike. You say to him, all right, it's a dot, fine, I get it. Next one's got to go.
Yeah, let's just hope that it doesn't change the mindset there of Mia. Because sometimes losing a partner at the other end and thinking, is that my fault? Should I run? Etc. Etc. Does sort of throw the batters a bit. We're just waiting for something here.
What are they waiting for
a moment? I think they're just checking. I think scorers want to know who the batter is. It's Ahmed Takur who comes out. Somebody else can hit the ball pretty well, and he will get an opportunity as Manav does the fielding here. Gets the throw in the game for it here.
Good throw.
And they're going to get 2 here. That's a surprise. That's a big surprise. They take on the fielding of Manav, and you'd back Manav to be the winner there. Whether they just thought, look, he's injured, let's take him on. So here we go. They've gone straight away. They haven't waited. They've just said, yeah, let's go. I can make it. Back to the live action. It's going to be down the leg side. Oh no, that's a disaster. That's going to be a minimo. That is going to be a minimo. And just like that, with 2 balls to go, the 130 comes up. 131.
I was watching the player at third, who's quite fine. Didn't even get a chance to make one step towards saving that. He's only out a shot by a couple of metres there, Rico, on that replay. Didn't even get a chance to get across that. That was a fast one from Tilly. As soon as it got past Houghton, maybe Houghton might have also deflected it a bit towards leg side. Always going to go.
Oh, well, this time they are running again. This time Houghton probably does get the runner. He does, and that's disappointment. Because I think he went here, Ahmed Takur. He's going to be out for a diamond duck, is Ahmed Takur. Because he runs, he wants to take on Houghton. Houghton doesn't miss from there. Takur is nowhere in the action. Unless you know you're going to make it, you don't go there. Because what they've done here, by actually the 5 wides have helped them a lot. They've got 19 off this over. But a new batter will be on strike. And Jalal Mia is going to be at non-strikers then. So, yeah, a little bit crazy there. A bit crazy also that one of those players in this heat was wearing a beanie.
It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Yeah. We saw a couple of close call run-outs yesterday, players who were shying the stumps from point-blank range and missing. So your bowling team is loaded up because I denied them from my team, Rico. I hope you don't mind. Yeah. One more to come. I think Tilly took his hat back thinking that was his over was done. And then I saw him with the hat on. I thought he was going to bowl with the hat on here. No, hands it back. All right, last ball.
Scuffs at it. And just saying, come on, run hard, go for it. Keep running, and he's not going to make it. It's going to be a... Well, what's happened here?
Was he missed?
He's missed.
I think he's missed. A little bit casual there.
He's missed the stumps. I mean, I don't think he was in. Am I seeing things? Did Sam not going to break them because he's in? Here comes the throw, and he has hit the stump, but the bails haven't come off.
He didn't hit him hard enough.
The bails haven't come off. How about that? Look at Sam Houghton. He can't believe it. He just touched them. The bails stay on. And you've got to say that Jai Thakur is probably the luckiest man on the field, and he's got to go buy a lottery ticket. They finish on 134 for 6. What a way to finish. The bails refuse to come off.
Yeah, if I'm Houghton, I'm getting over to those bars and I'm trying to see if there's any super glue or silly putty or something holding on a blue tack or something like that, because that was quite astonishing. Let's have a look at the highlight package here and see how it all unfolded as Zagreb Sokol win the toss and have a bat first. And Sagar Manzor gets a bit of a... well, he plays a funny old shot. We had a discussion about that, didn't we? About what on earth was he thinking? That straight to the player there. That was Hamimul Islam, who completed a very good catch, and he ended up with 3 catches for the day. Well, for the innings so far. Out of the top 4, he took 3 of those catches.
Yeah, and there we saw the shot of how close Karina was from being wiped out. I think she's now put in a request for a helmet when she's going down the ground doing a few bits and bobs, because sometimes, well, it can't be helped. You can't keep your eye on the ball, and the ball almost finds her. The ball did find the boundary rope a fair number of times early on when Rashid and ECS started to put that boundary together, but there was the deliveries on the leg side that were causing certainly issues for ECS. He did have 31 balls bowled at him, Phil. And I just think that in this format, when you know, we've seen that already, when players have received around about 31 balls. Give you an example, Man of Night yesterday, 31 balls, he scored 80.
Yep.
You've got to be scoring more than 47 if you're going to take more than half the innings.
It's true. You take that much time, I completely agree. It's a good observation that. I 100% agree with that. Just took a long time to get going. He ends up hitting 5 fours and 3 maximos as well. So of the 31 balls, only 8 of them found the boundary in one way or another. To me, that's a bit of a low conversion rate as well, which is why he's only got that score. It's really quite astonishing there. So, yeah, that was bizarre. We see the continue of the scoring here. It was Tilly getting a little bit of work here. And this was the easiest of run-outs, of course. Just not sure about that. I don't think there was a run there. We talked about it as well, Rico. There was really no run there.
I don't think it was a run there. I'm with you. And at least Tilly, though, he does make sure he hits the stumps hard enough to knock the balls off, because we're going to see something quite crazy towards the end of the innings. And I think this is the one here, isn't it? Yeah, here it is. Have a look. Gone for all money. And the look at the surprise on the look on the face there of Jay Thakur as well. He can't believe it, and Sam Houghton can't believe it. The umpire can't believe it. It's a bit of a comedy moment. But if you lose this match, Phil, by 1 run, there's no laughing matter there at all. So we'll take an opportunity here to have a look at the scorecard. And
This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
Hello viewers and welcome back to the Eliminator, the first match here on finals day in Croatia. And I think it's going to be a close one, you know. Zagreb Sokol, I feel, had the opportunity to take a big lead and big upper hand in this contest. I don't think they took it. Man of Night bowled beautifully. He's 3 wickets in 1 over, 3 for 3. Certainly did put held up Zagreb Sokol, but Sokol then had their opportunities after that, but I don't think they made the most of it. That's my feeling there. So 134 now. It's compared to the way that this tournament's gone, we all saw the stats a bit earlier, where you know, the sort of average score has been around about that 102, 103. But you know, I just think that good teams are going to step up today. Zagreb Sokol had a chance, I think, batting first. They had opportunities. I think they missed out on a lot of loose deliveries, and they weren't able to capitalise. Sir Oliver Split, they haven't been at their best with the bat, I don't think, all through their matches so far in this campaign. Maybe they're going to come good when it matters and get this run chase and put their place in that qualifier. Number 2, we've mentioned that it is, of course, Independence Day in India today. It's also the Day of Assumption, which is observed in countries like, I think, here in Croatia. Most things are shut here today to the disappointment of some of the crew members when they went to buy their coffees from the local store. And also, I know where I reside there in Spain, also a big holiday today. So it's a proper Peacock Friday, and it is also a Hawaiian Day today. So doesn't that fit in quite nicely with the celebrations? Here's the first delivery. It's going to be whacked away. That's a huge shot from Sam Houghton. Well, what a way to start. Houghton says that's the way to do it. Starts with a 6, and that straight away has Zagreb Sokol thinking, uh-oh, hello. Jalal Mir, who does bowl with a bit of pace, but I suppose that's the thing. If you bowl with pace, but you don't get the line right, the batters will use that pace against you, and that's what Sam Houghton is looking to do. Great start. Boom, shakalagia. Now he's going to go out on the offside, and it's going to go over that fielder. Back-to-back 6s. Bolle, 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 kinna zona. Shakalagia. Once again, using the pace of Mia. It's slightly wider. Houghton just guides it away. There is a fielder there, but it's just inches over the outstretched hand there of Aman Chaube. That's another 6. What a start this is. And so Oliver Split, the reigning champions, saying we're not going down that easily. We're fighting. We are the reigning champions. Next ball. Edged away. Fielder can't stop it. Too spicy for him. That's going to be probably 4. Yeah, 4 signal by the umpire. 6, 6 and 4. Have a look at this. The fielder doesn't get himself in a good position. You know the ball's going to spin. And look where he's standing. Doesn't get behind it. Allows the ball to get past him. That's not the best bit of fielding there from Ahmed Turkiya. Ooh, what a start. 16 off the first 3 deliveries. Sir Oliver Split, the team that have made a mess of so many run chases. Sam Houghton, we did see him score some runs yesterday, so he is in form. And he's just going for it right from the word go. It's a shorter delivery now. That will definitely be something. 1 for the over, maybe a wide. Let's see it side on. And I think Vedran waiting for clarification here. Batter coming out to it makes it a harder call. I think probably just stays a 1 for the over. I don't think it would have gone over him completely. So good comeback there from Mir. Doesn't want to pitch this one up. Gets a dot ball in. Mir again. Sam Houghton. It's well bowled. Just getting that ball a little bit closer to him. And after being shocked, and it feels that way, Zagreb Sokol, it looks like they were shocked with the response from Houghton, the start that he makes. Not something that Sir Oliver Split have done that often. But a couple of dot balls in here, and that's kind of got them behind the bowler again. Sam Houghton, 40. He scored 40 of 26 against the Assassins, but they still didn't get to the 100 they needed. Now that's pretty high. It just pushed out there in the offside. It's going to be 4 runs, But I'd like to see the height on this. He goes for a weird, strange, slow delivery. I suppose once again, Houghton, because he's come out to it, it's not so easy to make that call. But I think it was the slower delivery, so it was on the way down. And I think he's going to be okay with that, but he's still going to go for 4. And it's not a good over. 20 will come off the first. It's a magical start. It's exactly what they needed. And now they've taken that rate down quite considerably to around 12 and a half as we have a look at the number of matches since the Golden Ball. We did it a couple of days ago. And when I say we, I'm talking about the man who joins me back in the commentary oven. It's Phil G.
Hello there. Yes, indeed, Rico. The commentary oven, this is where we've been residing. This has been our home away from home, I guess you could say that. Maybe call the hotel the Diamond Hotel, our home away from home. As something very loud and bubbly goes very fast behind us there on the main highway. Yeah, indeed. Well, what a start. 20 off the over. It goes magical, and what a great start. That is exactly the tonic they needed for this run chase, because that run rate required has now dropped below 13 immediately.
Here comes the captain, Gurpreet. See if you can stop things or put a halt to things. That's going to get worked away. There's a fielder out there. It should just be a single. Gurpreet coming around the wicket. We've seen him make various changes to his bowling action. I think, given the option, he prefers round the wicket. That's what he feels more comfortable with. But if he starts to swing the ball around a lot, then you will see him make that change. At the moment, he gets that first one in. I don't think that first one does too much. And then he comes again. He was slightly over-pitched. He got away with it. Houghton goes for the shot. Hit well. Nobody in there. There's going to be 4 runs. Houghton had just made up his mind that he's going for broke from the word go.
Gurpreet has been my pick of the bowlers from Zagreb Sokol, the skipper leading by example. He's got the most wickets as well for Zagreb Sokol in this tournament. He's got 8 wickets to his name. He's striking it at around about 11. His economy is also about 11.5. So I think he's had a pretty good tournament with the ball thus far for Zagreb Sokol. Been pick of the bowlers for mine.
High and mighty. 6 more. Sam Houghton. I don't know what he had for breakfast this morning, but he is firing on all cylinders. That's another cracking shot.
That is a great hit. Maybe he's been going to the Diamond Hotel for breakfast, Rico, because we get a great breakfast there as well. And he has had his Wheat Bix and then some. That is a tremendous blow. Races to 30 from 8 deliveries faced. And he's pumping the boundaries as easy as you like right now. Getting up to Gurpreet.
Gurpreet comes in again, needs a response, and gets a good delivery through. I just feel, though, that with the way that Sam Houghton's going about things, he's going for everything. So Sam is going to come out and try and hit over cow corner. He's swinging wild. This angle from Gurpreet, I think, might work against him. I think Gurpreet has to change it to come the other way to compensate for that. Gurpreet doesn't want to make a change at the moment. Staying around the wicket. It's hit in the gap. Fielder's got work to do. Makes the change. Going for it, though. This could be risky. Keeper couldn't take the ball.
I think the ball has hit Houghton on the run through there. Bit of luck riding his way. I thought he was in a bit of trouble there. Just on top of what you said about Gurpreet, the angle is on. I don't think he's got it right. I tell you why. If he strays onto middle or he gets a ball that straightens, there's a huge gap behind the player who's on the 45 inside the circle, all the way around to deep backward square leg. So anything on the pads, it's going to go. Houghton will not miss out on that. He's looking around now. He's just counting all the players on the offside, which is quite heavily stacked.
Gurpreet, last ball of the over. And it's a good delivery. Just holds it back slightly. Doesn't go as full as what he did with the others. And gets a dot ball in. 13 come off the over, but that's more than enough for what SOS need at the moment. That rate stays at just under the 13 per over. And they move to 33 without loss after 2.
Yep, nice start. The first over goes for 20. That over then goes for 13. It's a good start, good solid start. But Houghton needs support as well. And this is going to test Oliver Tilley, who hasn't had the best of tournaments with the bat. Gave him his praises earlier about his bowling. And yesterday he bowled very well. Picked up another fourfer. I think his second fourfer for the tournament. But he hasn't turned it on with the bat. He's got a great opportunity here. he just seemed out of sorts yesterday with the bat. He was a bit meek and sort of uncomfortable against the bowling, against the Assassins in the game last night, and he gave up his wicket pretty cheaply. Let's see what he can do here. It's a different game this morning. This is the Eliminator. Everything changes on finals day. You can almost throw out what's happened before on a finals day because it all comes down to this, and they are the reigning champions as well. So Oliver Split.
Jams it in, and it's a good delivery. Just a single, but Tilly at the moment, that's all he's got to do. Just the way Sam Houghton is going, a lot of people liking the innings from Sam. Hello to Liam O'Donnell and saying that's a great start there from Sam. Hi to John Hisham. Hello to Hamza. Can he keep it going? Oh, that's the key. They go with Jalal Mir straight again because they believe that even though you went for 20, he's the man who could get the breakthrough. To play it away, they'll take the single. You can see that we saw a lot of this from Zagreb Sokol before. They're a team that, if they've got the runs on the board, they're not attacking those singles. They don't mind because singles don't hurt them, especially when it's Houghton that's handing over the strike to Tilly.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? They would have done their homework on these two. Unfortunately, they haven't done the homework on Houghton because he's gotten away for a bit of a fly here. But they have to be thinking, how do you get Houghton out? What do you do? Because when he's in this big striking mood, he's very hard to dismiss.
Well, that's a ball and a half, and it's a wonderful take. This has got to be close to a wide. It really does. It's look at this takeoff. Whoa. Well, that's going to be pretty close. I think the umpires have said that's the one for the over. But that is a nasty seed. Look at this one go.
Ooh. Yeah, just when he's crouching, it goes up top. But when he's standing, that's going past the helmet. So fair enough. But what a cracking delivery, Rico. I agree with you on that one.
He goes full. Now, this is the first real opportunity. And he's dropped it. He fights for it. Gets one fielder to get out of the way. Goes for the catch himself and puts it down. Tilly getting dropped on 2.
Well, that's really disappointing. You got extra cover and wide cover. They're standing about probably 10 metres away from each other. They're very close together there. And you're right. Look at this. Tells the other player, get out the way. I got this. Straight through him. That was clinical, straight through the hands, straight on the deck. Oh, no. They could lament that. That is a terrible effort.
Big error from the fielder. And things like that make a difference because should have been a dot, should have been a wicket. It's not. Tilly gets off strike. Houghton gets on strike. And this is European cricket. And normally when that happens, the next ball goes to the boundary. I think Vedran just reminding the bowler, remember you've had the one for the over. As Houghton now looking to rub salt into those wounds, and he will with that shot. Glorious shot. Glorious shot. The timing of this is sensational. Manos arriba from the arbitro. So that's the difference. You drop a catch, the players rotate the strike, and the striker who's in form, Sam Houghton, hits another 6. He moves to 39 of 13.
Yeah, it stings when you drop a catch, but it stings even more when the next shot goes over the boundary for 6 runs. That really hurts. And it doesn't just hurt the player who dropped the catch, or it doesn't just hurt the captain. The whole team feel the sting. And it's the best way to describe it. It's a proper sting. So that's a few eyes still training on the player who dropped that one. But we have to move on.
Mia wants to and needs to go a bit fuller. And he does. It's a much better delivery because if you notice, most of the shots that Sam has played, he's come out of his crease to play him. He's basically trying to, what he's decided is that I'm going to go out and try and hit the ball before it bounces. See, that's what he's trying to do. Because once it bounces, it can go anywhere. So to go a little bit fuller there and straighter, that's probably the way here for Jalal. Right, looking to finish the over well. He's gone for 30 so far. It's hit hard. They did make a change in the field, and it has been stopped. The captain himself puts himself out there, gets the throw in. 1 run from it. The over will go for 11, but there was a chance in there, a chance to remove Tilly. How important could that be when we know dropping him, how important that was? because the next ball was blasted for a big 6.
Yeah, it was a big 6, wasn't it? So it's 44 for the power play. Haven't lost the wickets, Oliver Split. The reigning champions looking to try to defend their crown. In order to do so, they've got to win a handful of games to get into that final. But that is pretty good. In comparison, 43 for 1. So it's pretty much neck and neck right now. This is pretty close after that great magical over to start things off here. 20 runs off it. Things are sort of quiet down a little bit there. And the drop catch, obviously very critical. Could be something that we may discuss at length at the end of this match. We'll see about that. But yep, these two teams, hard to split them at the moment. And that's the beauty of this match. It is a very close contest already.
Yeah, and they're going to go with Abhilash Parakalam, who comes back into the side for this match. The handy little bowler. And, making sure that he gets his field right. He's discussing it with Gurpreet, the captain. Gurpreet holding himself back for one. His first over wasn't the worst. 13 came from it. He overpitched slightly a few times to Houghton and got punished for it. So let's see how Parakalam can go. Don't forget they've still got Izaz Ali. And they don't go to him straight away though. Good hit. That's got enough legs on it to go all the way. And Houghton just keeps on pumping the ball to the boundary. 6 more signal this time by umpire Helena. Sam Houghton coming good at the right time. Now remember, he got out in the 40s yesterday. And when he got out, then Assassins went on to win that match number 20. But this time, he looks like he's set to go deep. Played away, another fine shot. Fielder can't stop it. It's going to be 4 more. What a 50 that is from Sam Houghton. Big players step up in the big matches. And Sam Houghton has definitely done that. And the captain, 50 of 17 deliveries.
Yeah, congrats to Sam Houghton for a big 50 here in this eliminator, and he acknowledges the cheer from the dugout. Still got the head bowed, just like, nah, got a job to do here. 50 runs scored out of a team score of 54. That shows his dominance early on in this match.
But Parakalam comes back in again. Okay, this one is just going to be lobbed over the field. And they still are going for the 2 as well. It's very good running from the 2 batters, from Tilley and Houghton. Bit of a miscue. But because that field has been set back so defensively now because of the hard hitting of Houghton, nobody is in the position to hold on to the catch.
Halfway through the 4th now, 56 on the board. So the split really taking the challenge up to Sokol.
That's a better delivery. So in the block hole, and when you bowl in the block hole, yeah, unless you're very unlucky and there's an inside edge or something, you're not likely to go to the boundary. Right, so Tilley on strike. Sam just has a little word with him. He's probably said to him, look, we're ahead. We've got the 13 we need in the over. We don't need to do anything crazy. Yes, the butterfly.
Saw that.
That was with us a few days ago. Has returned. Played away nicely. Just take the single. And that's all Tilley has to do. Tilley's playing his role in this partnership beautifully at the moment. Houghton's going ballistic. He is doing the boom shaka, boom, boom, boom. And Tilley, the tiki-taka, just keeping him on strike.
Yeah, you're right, Rico. He doesn't have to do anything more than that. So this is actually, if Houghton can get going like this, Tilley he's ready-made for this role, and he's doing it quite well.
This time he gets a bit tucked up here, and this probably misses out on that one. It was down on the leg side. And let's talk away what's happening in Norway, Oslo, by the way. Norway have posted 180 in their 10 overs.
Oh boy.
And big runs being scored there. 75 from Sahak. Wahidullah Sahak, we know he's a very good, powerful hitter, and Walid Gari supported him really well. So that's going to be a pretty decent run chase there in the first match. Let's see how many Hungary end up with. Of course, people, if you've got the split screen, you can keep an eye on both of the days that we've got for you on the network today. Of course, the international ECI action from Oslo, and of course, finals day here in Croatia. And 4th over completed, 59 without loss. It's very much they're staying that 1 point ahead of the rate that their opponents were going, but they haven't lost a wicket yet. That's key.
That's really big time, isn't it? That's a massive aspect. That's probably playing in the head of Zagreb Sokol, wondering who's going to get the wicket, who steps up here of our bowlers. Maybe it's Chaube.
Maybe not, because that, I think, is going to go all the way for 6 as he goes leg side-ish, and Sam Houghton, he is hitting the ball straight so well with Sam. So this one's got sort of angle into his pads. But look how he gets the legs out of the way here at the last moment, elevates it upwards, gets enough bat on it. It's another boundary, it's another 6.
It's going well, isn't he? Really playing a sensational innings here for the team. Single-handedly taking apart the Zagreb Sokol bowlers here after they posted what I thought was a pretty good score, but still chaseable. Clearly, this has been chased nicely.
It's onto the pads. Defensive fielding. Gets the long barrier down and makes a stop. That's important. Yeah, at the moment, I think that catch going down, that could have broken this partnership. I mean, Tilly hasn't gone on to make a big score. He was only on 2 when he's dropped. He's moved to 4. But he's playing his role. He's doing what he's got to do, and that's the key thing here. Houghton is loving the strike. He's smashing the ball to the boundary. It's good delivery. That has to, again, when it's in the block hole, that's the key here. Every time that ball, Phil, has been put up there in the block hole, it hasn't gone to the boundary, but there hasn't been enough of them. I want to see Gurpreet Singh come back and bowl from over the wicket, get that ball to swing in, get those Yorkers going in the block hole. And I don't think he should wait. They need a wicket pretty quickly. They need to remove Houghton. 60 of 22.
Yeah, it's a wide ball there. I agree with you, Rico. I've been watching these things very closely as everyone else is, and I keep thinking the bowlers, I don't feel they've tested the batters well enough just yet. I just feel that they've given the batters enough, and the batters are responding in these first 5 overs. I just feel they haven't tested them enough. Give me more block hole deliveries. Give me a few more surprise deliveries. Show us something we haven't seen before, because Houghton's having it all his own way at the moment, hitting 60 out of a team score of 68.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's the man, but test him. Show him something he hasn't seen. Try something.
Well, that one doesn't come up, and it will be a dot ball. I mean, Chowbey trying to do that. And the other thing is, when you're looking at this innings, you've got to then also point a finger to the likes of ECS Ali and say, this is the way you got to bat. You know, Sam Houghton's played the perfect power play.
Yep.
And he's taken lead. He's hitting the ball well. ECS faced a lot of deliveries, didn't he? 31 for the score, 47.
Yep. I think what I'd be saying to someone like ECS, I'd be saying to him, you know, you were striking at 150. 150 usually won't get you the trophy.
Nah.
You've got to go better than that. You've got to go harder.
And the thing is, the way things are going here, they may not get another chance. It could be that they go down in this eliminator and sell of a split. I'm going to get the job done. And if they can get, the other thing here is, if they can get the job done really comfortably as we get to a ball to go before the halfway point, where players will once again take some drinks. So smashes away, and he's dropped him. Dropped him again till he gets dropped. Second time is another one that goes straight to the field. In fact, that one, when the ball's coming to you at that height, at a pretty decent pace, you got to hold on to them. They don't. Tilly dropped again, this time on 5. Oh boy. Well, at the moment, Zagreb Sokol are not looking the business at all, are they? End of the 5th over, 70 without loss. They've the rate hovering around that 13 mark, but you know which team is in control here, and Zagreb Sokol will be so hoping that having the drinks break here will mean that they can get a wicket, because they need it. They're looking a bit ragged at the moment, I must say. Gurpreet doesn't seem to be playing the leader's role. He's walking around with his head down, needs to get the boys together and say, hey, come on, get together here, let's say a few words, let's G yourselves up, and let's go out there fighting. So this is the way the schedule looks. And of course, one thing that we've been talking a lot about, I know is there on our socials as well, we have a new duck. It's called Robo Duck at the moment, but we're looking for a new name for him. And if you scan the QR code there, you can scan to vote, and there's 4 names there, so have a look, give it a vote, and let's see what name Robotic Derek will end up with.
Yeah, it's got a few more days to go on that voting, but please get involved in that if you'd like to. We'd obviously love to have your input on the name, and why not indeed. So yeah, there's the QR code, as Rico says. So if you're keen to help us out with that one, please do so. Obviously, if you don't have access to QR code, there's also the web address there for you at strawpaw.com, plus a series of letters and numbers. I won't read them out because it could take me a while to get through them all. And speaking of taking a while, I tell you what, it's been a while since we've seen a wicket fall, and we haven't seen a wicket all innings. And Zagreb Sokol, I said it a few moments ago, I bet that maybe part of the conversation with when Gurpreet got the team round was, right, who's going to give us the wicket? Where does the wicket come from? How do we get that wicket? Tilly's been dropped twice, so there's one answer. But the answer they need to be thinking about is, what do we have to do to stop Houghton from scoring? How do we get pressure back on the batters? Get back to basics. It's a T10 game. We're halfway through it, and we're in a bit of trouble.
Okay, another opportunity maybe. And this time it will be held. Third time lucky, Tilly will go. Tilly goes for 6. 6 of 8 deliveries. Now, we're not gonna give Tilly any hard time at all, because I think he's played his role beautifully. He had to keep Sam on strike. He's done that well. He scored more or less run a ball. So he scored 6 in the end. It ends up being 6 of 8 with that delivery. My only concern here is, as I see Man of Night come out.
Yeah.
So though I feel Tilly's done a great job, we know that Man of Night can do a better job. And this, if they don't get a wicket early here, either one of these two, then I feel that these two will take Sirleaf split to victory. Man of Night has been batting beautifully well. They haven't, I've seen, if you've done the homework to Manav, then you were putting fine leg on the boundary in the catching position. He's looks like he is. No, he's not being moved. He's staying there by the scorers. So this is a big partnership. Aman Chaube.
I think you also want to protect the point boundary as well. He plays pretty heavy on that side. Well, there he goes for that shot, the one you talked about, Rico. And that's going to get past everybody. Oh, dear.
Well,
now,
Manav wants something here. I don't know if he wants a wide or something. He doesn't want just the buys. Let's have a look first. He goes right across. How high is this? I don't think it's high enough for a wide. I think that's just going to be 4 buys, if I'm honest.
Called buys. Yep.
Yeah, 4 buys.
Fair enough.
But again, if we know it, me and you know it because we're watching the game, Zagreb Sokol should know it as well because they're playing the game. You get a batter like Manav come in, he is going to try and play those funky shots. Got to set that field to it.
I agree. You've got to set the field. Absolutely you do. That's the whole point. They've done their homework. They know that he's a very, very accomplished batter. The 80 not out he batted yesterday. If he needed it, if the team needed 20 more runs, he would have got his ton. It was a chanceless innings, and he played so many shots like that where he manufactured the runs by stepping out to the offside and getting it around the corner. And he's a dangerous batter. Let's have a look and see what's going on now. Well, the umpire's still on the... umpire's still on the radio. I'm not sure what the more discussion needs to be here. Now, both umpires on the radio. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward call, I think. So let's get on with it.
Yeah, I think it's because the protest there from the batter. Why are they calling it a no ball now? It's got to have been. Well, it's got. I think it might have been a fielding issue. It's now being signalled as one for the over was fine. A lot of things for him to remember. I think there must have been a fielding issue. Maybe that was what the protest was. Manav was saying there was too many out. So not only was it 4 buys, it was also a free hit. Here it comes. No ball it was. That's well bowled. That's a good delivery to a batter like Manav who wants to try and get funky, full and straight. I'm still noticing just 4 buys on the scorecard, so I wonder if that will change, or there just seems to be a lot there for Helena to deal with. I'm pretty sure we did see the no ball signal and a free hit, but it hasn't come up on the scoring system as yet. I'll keep an eye on that. High in the air, but beautifully played. He has played this shot so well with Sam Houghton. They just haven't got the right line to him. It's too short. And look at Houghton. Look at him go here. Couple of steps and watch the bat come through. Beautiful hitting. He is just, the best way to describe it, he's shoveling the ball for 6s because he gets right underneath it and there he goes. He's using the bat like a shovel. 67 of 25. They need this wicket pretty quickly. The Gur It's gone for 8, still got 3 balls to come. It has now been changed to a no ball. That's a terrible delivery, but hasn't been put away. It'll just be a single. So 1 more added to the score. So yeah, just to confirm, after that wicket, it was a no ball 5. I believe that was because it was fielding too many outside the ring. And then we've gone a single 6, and now another single.
Yeah, trouble here though for Zagreb Sokol. Trouble aplenty. 2 to come in the over.
Slower, hit hard. Great bit of fielding. Great fielding that is. I can tell you that. That's Jalan Mia out there. He took the catch to remove Tilly. That one, he's getting ready to take the catch, dives forward, realises the catch is not on, then has to stop the boundary. It's very good fielding.
Yeah, you can see from where we're sitting, Rico, that he changed the hands. He had to go to sort of like palm down to save that boundary. Excellent work.
Slow ball thumped, but over the top of 1 and nearly knocked Shub out. Is going to go for 4. An expensive over, 18 off it. And Sir Oliver Split, the reigning champions, are staying in the contest to defend their crown. They are 88 for 1, needing 47 of 24 balls for victory.
Yeah, the wicket that fell at the start of the over was Oliver Tilly. That wicket feels like it was already a long way away. And sadly for Zagreb Sokol, it wasn't the wicket they wanted. It was the wicket they got. And Oliver Tilly, he did a good job up until that point. And maybe after the drinks, it was a case of maybe they had a discussion, him and Sam. And it was like, you know, Ollie, if the ball's there to be hit, go for it.
Yeah.
We're in a good position now. We've got wickets in the shed. We can afford to do that. Unfortunately, he didn't time that shot that he played. So that's why the wicket fell. But it just feels that wicket was a long time ago now. Then 18 runs later of 5 illegal deliveries with that no ball 5 as well. Just suddenly, it's looking very steep now for Zagreb Sokol to defend this.
Well, they need somebody, and Gurpreet will come, and he is coming over the wicket. Let's see if that can make a difference here. Bowling to Nayak. Good delivery. Nice, good challenging delivery there. Nayak plays and misses. Dot ball. Well, today is World Greatness Day, a day that draws our attention to the individuals who have had a significant impact on our lives, whether it's a parent, a friend, or a cherished pet. This is our moment to honour and thank those people. Above all, it's a day to think about your own brilliance. And on World Greatness Day, Sam Houghton, well, he could be the one to thank for SOS at the moment. He's keeping his team well in front. But can Gurpreet Singh come back with the answer? Can he come back with a breakthrough now? How many times have we seen SOS in this position and then they throw it away? They look like they're going to win a match and they end up losing, and that's what they've got to be careful of. That's why you've got to make sure that Gurpreet Singh doesn't get a really good over in here. You've still got to play your shots, but if the big shots aren't on, take the singles. Don't turn down those singles. Don't forget about those singles.
Ooh, 3 on the trot now, Rico. Oh boy, 3 dots on the trot. Pressure building.
Just a minute there. I think we call this a wide. That's why we're looking at it again. I mean, we can't make the change here. I mean, unless this moves away, that's not a wide ball. Let's see. It does move away.
Ooh.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Good
just checking, and he's asking the question. Vedran says it just moved away, and I think that's a good, very close call, but it's a good call.
Fair enough. Replay showed that as well. Thought it looked okay for mine, but no.
That one probably is a wide.
Yeah. Gurpreet just losing it a bit there. Fair enough that Gurpreet just had a word to the umpire after that delivery. He thought it was good. I first thought it was good as well. That one clearly was a wide there.
What Gurpreet's doing here, you can see he doesn't want to give Manav the opportunity to play that ramp shot. The ramp, the scoop. Doesn't. So he's trying to keep it as wide as legally possible.
Yep.
Manav will know that, and Manav, I'm expecting him to jump across and bring himself closer to it. He's not able to. That's probably the one he could have played the shot to, and I think that's why he's frustrated. This is the one he could have played his little dinky shot to, and he expecting it to be another widest delivery. It's not, and it will be a dot.
If he can clip it over backward point, he's got space there for that to run to the boundary.
Yeah.
That's all he has to do. He just has to beat backward point.
Yeah.
He's got an absolute paddock to put the ball there. And it's there for the hitting as well, especially that last delivery. He's missed that opportunity and he knows it too. So dotting up here with a few wides as well. As that run rate just starts to climb back up again ever so slightly.
One for the over there from Gurpreet. That's what Vedran just tells the captain there of Zagreb, Sokol, who's trying to keep his team in this, but he needs the wicket here. Wants a wicket. And he's... Oh, no. Let's have a look at this, because it didn't look right to me. This looked all right to me. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a perfectly good delivery.
That's a good delivery.
That's a perfectly good... Yeah, I mean, Gurpreet is now signalling to us. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. It's a really... It's frustrating. It's frustrating because...
we feel what you're saying.
That should be a dot ball. Look, we have to remain neutral, and sometimes umpires and everybody gets things wrong. A batter, a bowler, an umpire, I think that's not a good call. That one's hit down the ground. Will he make the stop? Should do. Will do. It's just a single. Well done to Gurpreet for keeping his composure and his cool, but it's tough, isn't it? It's tough when you get a call like that.
It's really tough, and as a bowler, you do have to you got to find something special just to say, push it out of your mind, and say, next ball's going to be a good ball, next ball's going to be a good ball. We can do this, and Gurpreet's done that. He's now got a couple of deliveries to Houghton. Let's see what we can do here.
Pressure. I think this one a bit of a pressure shot for Houghton. Shouldn't be. They're on top, but I just think you'll feel that the way this over's gone so far. At 3 dots, a single, 3 wides, one of them probably shouldn't be. Also, this ball, probably we're saying that one of these 2 balls, there's 2 to come, or one of these 2 shouldn't be bowled, and if it gets punished, you've got to feel for the bowler even more. But, well, that's one of them. That's going to go all the way for 6. Nice catch there taken by Mohammed Ashraful. They're celebrating. Now, this ball here, this is the one. If this one goes to the boundary, then you got to really feel for Gurpreet. He's gone for 10 off the over.
Yeah.
But if he gets the wicket, then you probably say, well, there you go, son. Sometimes it works in your favour.
Swings and roundabouts sometimes, swings and roundabouts, these sorts of things.
37 required in 19. Huge delivery this for me. Gurpreet. Oh, look at the way the keeper's taken this. Has the keeper warned this? Has the keeper warned this? That's Rashid Hashmi. Have a look at this. It only just misses the stumps. But take a look at Hashmi here.
Yeah, that was bitterly close, wasn't it? That was almost a bit of tragedy there. Yeah. Let's give a shout out though to Sam Houghton. He's got his top score on the European Cricket Network as well. He's done better than 55 from that he played in the night series in Coimbra at the start of the year. So he's gone a bit better there. And unfortunately, look, for the team, for Zagreb Sokol, they haven't managed to get rid of him just yet. But Sam, you've got your highest score on the European Cricket Network with this 78 not out. Let's have a look at the dashboard. Qualify 1 coming your way shortly. Rayika Markos taking on Zagreb Assassins. Arpit Shukla comes back in. Paneet Kumar, Mohit Sain, and Rahul Amin come into the Markos. There's a few changes there. On the Assassin side, Alfie gets back in, and so does Akash Lamsal. That's a good inclusion. Akash, I think he's bowled pretty well in this tournament.
Yeah, he's another bowler that has taken the 4th. I think he was in action yesterday with a few wickets as well, wasn't he? And after taking a couple of games off, came back and was in the wicket straight away. So a good addition, but yeah, he took 2 for 17. Here we go. They do go to Izaz. And he's going to start with one way down the leg side. That's Izaz Ali. Over number 9. It's all happening here, isn't it? All happening. Over number 8, beg your pardon.
Yeah, that's right. We've got 3 overs to go. 3 full overs now with that wide delivery. 36 required. Oh, boy.
That's a wide ball this time. It looked wide. Also, look where this is taken by Rashid as well. Here's the delivery from Izaz. It did look wide to me, I must admit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good call from Helena.
Yep. Yeah, but keeper takes it leaping in the air as well, does Rashid. He's not a tall fella, but at the same time, you're leaping off the deck that far back. That's a fair bit of lift.
Slower ball. And whipped away. Should just be a single. They're taking on a second. And they'll get there. Fantastic running. Fantastic running. I think as soon as that gets past the infielder, which is Aman Chaube, they say, right, come on, we're doubling up. I've been very impressed with the running. I think Oliver Tilley and Houghton at the beginning were doing this brilliantly well. And Manav Knight, remember, he's probably got his leg pretty well strapped up, but he's still running hard. Well bowled. Manav, come on, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Stop begging. You got a bat in your hand, use it. There's nothing wrong with that. Every time he's beaten by a ball that's kind of a short delivery, that's about chest high.
Yeah.
He wants the wide, but look, concentrate on using the bat. Let the umpires do their job. Down the leg side again. Slower, grunted delivery. ECS not helping the cause here. That's the third wide. They don't need wides here. They need wickets. I think ECS has just got to concentrate and getting the ball full Yorker length. Manav will want to try and play his dinky shot. He hasn't tried to play one in a while. You feel one is coming. So try and keep it full and straight.
Better.
Yeah.
Much better, wasn't it? Manav just can't get bat on ball. His strength is either the shot that he makes room to play over his shoulder towards leg side, or on the square on the offside. That's his bread and butter. And so far he's barely done anything along those lines. Clearly struggling.
Now he gets that one away. He was waiting for it, wasn't he? Waiting for the one that was slightly leg-sided. He gets it from ECS, and ECS gets the treatment. That is a sucker blow in the over. And to head to the 3 wides, the big 6 here, once again puts Sir Oliver Split in control of their destiny and in control of the proceedings, and this over. 11 have come from it. They're needing only to go at 11s. So now is the opportunity with 2 balls to go to really chip away at the strike rate and leave it a much easier run for them going for the victory here. 135 required. They're on 109. ECS goes 2 wide, I think. He does. Another wide being called. That's the 4th wide in the over. And that's 7 wides in the last 2 overs. One of them we know was a rough call on Gurpreet, but that one is 2 wide. They're trying so hard to keep the ball outside the off to Manav. Slower, well bowled, well played. Dot ball.
Much better.
Yeah.
So much better. Yeah, look, this match is going to go pretty close. I would expect this match to be taken into the 10th, although we've seen results that have been finished in the 9th as well. But if this gets into the 10th and there's only a few runs required, they'll look back at these wides and they'll say, look what we did. We bowled way too many wides in those 2 overs.
You're correct. Just wants to take a single. So they will take a single. They win the over. Yeah, number of extras, by the way, is 15. 8 wides, 2 no balls, 4 byes. I mean,
yeah.
If you're going to go over, sort of, for me, if you're going over 8, then you haven't done well.
Yep.
And once you get over double figures, sometimes the number of extras is going to lose you matches. Now, that could be the case in this one, because I think you're right, with 24 required of 12, unless this over goes disastrously wrong, then we are going to go into that last over. So Manav and some of the players also just, you can see that the 12 running some drinks on. Manav also, I think he asked for, looks like he asked for another pair of inners actually, so he's getting himself sorted. The score on 111, just for 1, so all the ones out there in terms of the score and the wickets. 8 overs completed going into the 9th. We say it all happens in the 9th. Looks like it's Jai Thakur who is going to bowl it. He's the man who took the wicket off Tilly, but he did take that wicket, but he still went for 18 in the over. So you'd imagine they will go back to ECS to bowl the last, or it will be, Chaubey. I'm surprised Chaubey's not been asked to bowl this one.
I was thinking Chaubey, Rico. That was the name on my tip of my tongue. I thought you got to go to Aman. He's got experience. He's plays in the national squad. But they don't. Okay.
4 runs. No third back there. Worked away by Manav. And 4 runs off the first, and that sets the pace. And that also sends alarm bells ringing for Zagreb. Too short, really. And that's a good shot from Manav. I think Manav's now realised, probably realised earlier, but couldn't deal with it. I think he's realised that that's the area where they're going to try and target and keep the ball to him, because they don't want him playing those shots on the leg side. But that one's too short. It's a hit-me ball, and he gets the treatment. It's
not a good first delivery of the over. First ball of the 9th goes to the boundary for 4. Not a great start.
Slower. All right, now this one is a catching opportunity. Captain Gupri, under pressure, holds on to the catch. That's going to be the end of Man of Night. Now, could that be the change? Could that be the change? Could that be the opening of the door there for Zagreb Sokol?
Well done indeed. That was a good pressure catch there. Well caught indeed. Gurpreet stands tall. The captain holds onto the catch, yells out, calls out to his team and says, come on guys, we're in this, we're in this. We've taken the wicket. We're going to stifle the runs. We're going to clamp down and we're going to put pressure on here. So Oliver Split, Manav has to go. He goes for 16 from 15 deliveries. Bubbling along nicely now. New batter has to come in and start all over again.
I want to see pressure on the batter. I want to see a mid-wicket in. I want to see a cover in. I want them not to let him get the single. There's Mamun who comes out, but you've got to put a bit of pressure on him. Slow ball played out. And it might even go for 4. You know, it does. And, you know, if you just brought that fielder in, I'm not saying it's going to go to him, but you cut the angle down. And there's a chance to stop the boundary. But they don't make the change. They allow Munam to try and go for a safe shot. And that's probably he's just trying to get a single off the mark. But it gets past the infielder. And with only one being in there and Gurpreet very straight, it goes to the boundary, 4 runs.
They should note the fact that he walked out of his crease. He was looking to get to the ball. Work with that. Notice he's keen.
Goes again. Is Gurpreet there? Oh, he is, but it's gone over him. 6 runs. Balle, shaba. Ginna sona manos riba. Well, there was manos arriba from Gurpreet as well, but he couldn't quite get there. That man is the umpire who's putting them up in the air like he just don't care. They do get a wicket, but the over's gone for 14 already. They're needing 10 of 8 balls.
Yeah, you get the feeling the over is done now. I mean, so Oliver Split, they don't even need to get any more runs off the over. They've got what they needed. Everything here is nothing but bonus.
Go slow, and that also is going to test the fielder who does well. Keeps it a single, but Houghton now on strike. And Houghton, he could more or less seal the deal here with a big shot.
Yeah, you're right. 9 from 7. Well, this is pretty easy. Even if he dots up here, it's still 9 runs off the final over, which could make it a bit tense. But everything he gets here is going to be so huge for Sir Oliver Split. This is going to be a real interesting delivery, this one. If he hits a boundary, yep, you just think it's going to be all over early on the next over. Here we go.
Okay, big moment. Wicketkeeper, Rashid. Oh, well, he's been called off it. He's been called off it. Sam Houghton in the shed. What a key wicket that is. All right, they've still got, of course, Mamun, who smashed 3 boundaries in that over, and he's going to be on strike, but they're needing 9. Sam Houghton, well, he knows that when you are the key batter, when you've got 78 to your name, and you're needing 9 runs to win, you've got to see it home. He gets out, and now, well, the door definitely left open, but the key thing is maybe Mamun is on strike.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Mamun will be on strike. He started that his innings brilliantly with a 4, a 6, and then a single. 11 off the first 3 deliveries he faced. Houghton going to accelerate here. He wanted that boundary just to say to his team, hey, we only need a handful off the first ball of the 10th over here. But instead, he coughs it up. It's a great innings from Houghton too. Led from the start, 78 from the skipper. Well done. His highest score on the European Cricket Network. Well done to him. Yeah. Also give a shout that I saw Vinny jump in the chat and remind us about the high score. Yep, got that one.
Yeah,
thank you.
Got that one. What about that weird one that wicketkeeper gets called off the catch?
Yes, that was quite bizarre.
He's got the gloves on. Rashid, national team player, and it was Tukir who said, "No, it's mine. I want it." Holds on to it. Tukir hasn't bowled, by the way, as well.
True,
and
yeah.
They will go to ECS to bowl the last. 9 required. In the air. Will have to be stopped. And will be, they're thinking of 2. In comes the throw, but they will get the 2. They will get 2. 7 of 5.
Was not a good throw. The shot was placed nicely. It wasn't hit hard. It was hit hard, but it just wasn't hit cleanly. But the throw that came off the boundary line was wide, and the keeper didn't have a chance of a run out there. It's a couple of runs, getting tense in the centre.
Yeah, I mean, why aren't they thinking of making a change in the field or something? I mean, they've got a short third. Is he playing a part in this match when they've got somebody who's sweeping behind him? Maybe you bring him in into that offside to make it a bit tighter. Have him in, have somebody in close. If this is the line that ECS is going to bowl, does he need a square leg out there? Here comes ZAZ. Mamun. In the air. Well, here he is, and they do need him there because he's there to take the catch. Mamun will go. ZAZ gets the wicket with still 7 required. Now 7 required of 4. Zagreb Sokol are just not lying down. They're not being put to bed. They're going to keep fighting. ZAZ takes the wicket, and the catch has been held. Well, we saw Islam hold a number of catches in this area for SOS. And now it's one that goes for them. Mamun gone, and it's that man again, Ahmed Tukir, who holds on to the catch.
Big wicket, that one, because it's Muhammad Al Mamun, as you say, Rico. 13 from 5, a 4, a 6, and he looked alive here. As we're back to live action here, they're going to scamper through for 1. Shouts of easy. Oh, it's getting tense in the centre now.
It's happening quick and fast. That was Angus who gets a single off his first ball. So what are we at here? 6 or 3? 6 or 3, everybody. And Islam facing his first ball. I suppose now you got to just think about, right, they're going to need a boundary. So let's just stop these boundaries. In comes ZAZ. Jumps right across his stumps. Goes for it. I think that's going to go all the way. Is it going? Gone. It does go all the way. Scores are tied. What are they doing? Get off the field of play. That's the scores tied, isn't it?
Oh, it's over.
Is it over?
They're done. They needed 135 for the win.
It's done. It is done. Scores. Well, I had 7 required, but of course, well, what's happening? I had 7 required on my screen, but yeah, I don't think that's been updated. That 6 will seal it. Here it goes. It's a good hit, the first hit, and that is it. It is victory for Sir Oliver Split. Well, they were keen to celebrate. Shub was there saying, no, hang on a minute. He was like me thinking, no, that score's tied. They said, what do you mean it's tied? And then, of course, it's still saying 7-4 on the systems. I think the systems have gone on. They're frozen. But victory to SOS. They hold their nerve. And Zagreb Sokol, they fought hard. But in the end, they will go down with 2 balls to go. And it's a tight game. It's a tough game. And you just feel, if I had to summarize, I would just have to go back and say that little innings there from ZAZ, though he put a bit of effort in there, but the 47-31, if only he accelerated just a little bit more, if only he took a leaf out of Sam Houghton's book, things could have been different. But a great effort there from SOS. So the reigning champions, they stay alive. They've put their spot in qualifier number 2.
How about that? So it takes it into the 10th. They win with just a handful of deliveries to spare, 2 deliveries to spare. And just when that wicket fell at the start of this over, well, the second ball, we thought, oh, there's a wobble. There's a big wobble. Can Sir Oliver Split just get around this wobble? We've seen Sir Oliver Split a few times. They've bottled a few run chases when they've gotten close, Rico, and they've even bottled a few just when you just think should be just pretty straightforward. They capitulated, got bowled out for 59, chasing 103 only about 48 hours ago. So they can be fragile, and when they lose wickets, sometimes retreat in their shell, and they needed some runs at the end there. Didn't need a lot. They needed 6 off 3, and they wanted to do it with a big 6. Look, that shot could have almost gone anywhere. It wasn't. It was middled out of the park. Get the win. Book their spot into qualified 2. Huge. Well done to Sir Oliver Split. Yeah, for the team from Zagreb Sokol, commiserations. Unfortunately, they have slid and they've fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, they have. You have a look. They didn't get the perfect start, did they? With 20 coming off the first over, and that really set, I think, Sir Oliver Split on their way. Gurpreet's second over went for 13. Then they came back pretty well. I must admit,